A space for my fans and me to interact, make art and have fun. It's a one-man show and entirely free. I do it every single week except some. I'm waiting to go, it's all live and online, so you should stick around and say hello. Are you feeling creative? Cause now's the time. Welcome to the Most Week Show.
I am not me. I am art, and I am welcoming you to the Most Week Show. It is currently 9:07 a.m. on the 27th of December, 2020. It's the last time I'm going to say that. You are here with me right now, and I thank you for that. If we were allowed to be together physically, I would show my appreciation physically, with a hug, with a kiss, or by grabbing you by the shoulders, and we'd look into each other's eyes with a glassy look beyond emotion that just says, phew, phew, 2020, man. As 'tis, the best I can do is raise a glass to you. You can raise a glass to me as well if you like. We like to start this show with a toast because it brings everybody together as one before the show begins proper. So here goes. Please grab your beverages and join me in this wonderful toast. To murder hornets, may the next time they strike be all about them so they don't get their thunder stolen. Cheers. Let's double dip for that first one. It's Christmas, so I've got fancy Tropicana orange juice. For some people it's not fancy, but by denying yourself things years round, when you do actually get to have them, it's, that much more of a treat. Hello, weaklings. I'm going to do this up, because this is a little chilly. Welcome to the Most Week Show 2020 Retrospectacular. Now, this does not mean that this is going to be retro. It's a play on the word retrospective. It's a portmanteau of retrospective and spectacular. Retrospectacular, okay? You'll see here that the 2020 is decked out like the coronavirus. It took me a while last night doing that. I started off doing it, and when I was about halfway through around that first two, I thought, bitten off more than I can chew here. But I persevered, and I got through, and I did it. I did it, didn't I? Yeah? However, before we get on to talking about 2020, thank you, Sarah Kilch, I appreciate that. Before we get on to talking about 2020, let's talk about Christmas. Let's talk about Christmas, because it has just been Christmas. I wanted to wear the hat again, because I bought it this year, and I thought, you want to get the most use out of it. I want to wear the hat again. How was everybody's Christmas? How was everybody's Christmas? Tell me about your best present. Tell me of your feast. Tell me of what Christmas 2020 was like for you, please. It did take me a while, Annika, and those COVID suckers are numerous. They are numerous. But I thought, you know what? With everything that people have been through this year, I thought, gosh, I could probably, it's not going to be the end of the world. Ooh, excuse me. If I have to, sit down and draw a few more things with the squiggly bit on the end. Okay? That's my sacrifice. That's what I do to honour the heroes. Healthcare workers, etc. Long-time fans will know of my annual Christmas tradition, known as Triple S. self-secret Santa. Basically, I have some rosé wine or some Baileys or something that gets me real messed up big style on the run-up to Christmas. I go online, I order myself some things, safe in the knowledge that I won't remember what they are until I open them. It's a hit-and-miss technique. I will... Oh, there's a light going on. I can show you what I got this year, which is quite fun. Oh, there we go. You can see my branding there. Ooh, shouldn't do that. Can we tilt that slightly? Can we tilt that? Let's do that. Let's do that. Maybe that's a bit too big. I don't know. Let's try that over here. No, I should probably go over here because I have to reach over. So I got for myself, self secret Santa. I got to myself. Oh gosh, that's not worked at all, has it? A phone screen, because phones are obviously made these days, I believe, as slippy as possible, so that we're often dropping them. So that's actually a pretty useful gift. So well done, past, not me. I got myself season 4 of Modern Family on Blu-ray, which is just it's just a great show. It's just a great show. They're all just so different. So that's that. What else did I get? There was something else. Oh yes, I got an eggling. Gosh, I can't turn the light down enough for that. An eggling. You can't really see that, but it's you grow an egg. You grow some herbs out of the top of an egg. So that's a bit of a mystery. I don't know what past Not Me was thinking about that. I also got some tarot cards, which I am very much looking to learning all about and possibly incorporating into the show. Won't that be exciting? Some tarot cards. So, yeah, actually not a bad year for past Drunken Not Me. So I say, well done you, past Drunken Not Me. Thank you for getting me such largely good things. The herb thing, I don't know, we'll see. But it was a pretty successful one. What have we got here? Amazeballs, we had Christmas pizza, says the Roblets. Wow, Christmas pizza. Here's the box. And here's where you're thinking. You're thinking outside of it, and I like that a lot. My newly enriched mother-in-law, coming to some money. Second place in a beauty contest, perhaps. Got me a drone. That's very exciting. So when, if the apocalypse happens, you're going to be pretty well set there. Pretty well set. So well done, you Juice. That's great. TB Douglas, Christmas is good. I got some books, a lovely blanket, and some tea and coffee, ready to hibernate for the winter. That's great. That's great, TB. You really want to just kind of hunker in, just kind of draw the walls in close, make like the Scandinavians, just lots of fabrics and flame and books, and yeah, that sounds lovely. That sounds great, in fact. Crab dinner for Anna Karina. Crab dinner again. All these bizarre and wonderful Christmas dinners going on. Crafty presents for me. Now, I hope that is involving craft and not just kind of, presents where you don't really know what the deal is, Presents where maybe you can't quite see everything and, they're a bit crafty. Ooh, or maybe to help plan something crafty. Hopefully not that. Hopefully it's more just kind of lolly sticks and sellotape. Killer Kilch, quiet, but I am long bath ready. What a wonderful phrase that is. You don't hear that a lot, do you? Long bath ready with my bamboo caddy that fits my phone for a movie. Movies in the bath, that's lovely. Spot for my wine glass. I may live in my bath for most of January. Absolutely, do it. Do it. As long as that phone can pick up Livetainment. Absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely not Judah. Tarot cards are one of the first gifts Nana Hobbop ever gave me. Oh, so maybe you can inform me about what you do with them, because a lot of the people that use them and a lot of the shops that sell them are shops that I don't really want to go in, and people I don't necessarily want to speak to. So that could be a very useful, very very useful resource, so thank you for that, definitely. The Roblets turkey and sprout flavour. Okay, so keeping some elements of the traditional, but just kind of breaking them apart a little bit, just a little bit deconstruction there. I like that. I like that a lot. Wonderful. Gosh, wasn't Christmas just a wonderful time? Christmas is just a wonderful, wonderful time. And as with Christmas comes a sense of completion. Ooh, cameraman George, some filming equipment for me, so get ready for improved content quality. Cameraman George, that's wonderful. Lovely, lovely stuff. El Santa came for cameraman George, indeed. Yes, a sense of completion at the end of the year. The end of the year is less than a week away. It's fitting. Because this is the 2020 Retrospectacular. It's a chance for us to look back across what will likely be one of the most consequential years of your entire life in one way or another. So I've asked for some best memories of 2020, so you can hear some of them if you redeem some DOIs. We'll try to keep it positive. So this show is going to be pretty reflective, I would say overall. Pretty reflective. How reflective? Gosh, that's a great question. I'd probably say as reflective as... As reflective as, and I'm thinking maybe I didn't update this. No, I didn't, so let's update this now. As reflective as, that's right, it's family simile time. Family simile. What will the answer be? As reflective as what? As reflective as what? Use your imaginosphere to think of something creative to finish off this simile. This segment is all about... Wait, did I turn that off? Oh, I moved it. There we go. Segment is all about pushing forward the boundaries of language. So really engage with your imaginosphere to think of something unique. TB Douglas, I don't see the 2020 memory option. Okay, we'll sort that out in a second. No problem whatsoever. Thanks very much for bringing it to management's attention. Really engage your imaginospheres here with the family simile. Is it as reflective as a historian's diary? As reflective as a mortician on their deathbed? Or is it just as reflective as a well-polished soup spoon? I don't want to do your work for you, but really get creative here. And at the end of the show, I'm going to pick a winner. And if that's you, your name will go on the ticker below, just like Nana Hobob. Oh, it was Nana Hobob's... Nana Hobob with the victory last episode with as Christmassy as being born in a barn and having a few strangers tell you your dad isn't there because he's God and your destiny is to deliver salvation to humanity. A great simile. A long simile, but a wonderful simile. A simile carrying a very important message. Keep Christ at Christmas. Did everybody remember to keep C at C the other day? Huh? I know I did by wrapping Jesus' presents in birthday paper. Yeah? In birthday paper, not wrapping paper. That way, I remember that it was someone's birthday on Christmas Day. Yeah? It's a bit bright. It was somebody's birthday on Christmas Day. And no, I wasn't talking about Justin Trudeau or Annie Lennox or Dido or Ricky Martin or Sissy Spacek. I was talking about somebody whose birthday it was on Christmas Day, but who wasn't alive anymore. But no, not Isaac Newton or Lemmy from Motorhead or Cab Calloway or Quentin Crisp or Humphrey Bogart. In fact, I was talking about Jesus. And it makes it because it was Jesus' presence. Jesus, Jesus, that's a little kind of memory aid as well. And Jesus, of course, didn't mind the wrapping paper change, both because he isn't much one for material things anyway, and also he's a dog and therefore can't read. Anyway, get those similes in the chat, and it could be you on the ticker for next show. Let's go back to main. Oh, and let's update this. Let's update the ticker below, shall we? Can I get some great ones? I can feel it in my Christmas juices. Oh, we've got some great ones already. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. That's really good. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. I wanted to give you the opportunity, take the opportunity, well, we're not talking about Christmas anymore, so I'll take this off. It is quite warm. It is quite warm. So I'm going to take this opportunity to give you some facts about the most important thing this year. Okay. Well, no, actually, before I do that, I'm gonna update the things. I'm gonna update the things because you guys deserve to be able to select the memory if you wish. The 2020 memories. 2020 memory. I will read a 2020 memory from somebody. 150 DOIs. Save that. Enable that. We're all good. We're off to the flipping races. Yes. Okay, so now let's do some stats. Some stats, some facts, some figures about the most important thing this year, guys. Let's not forget this. The most important thing that happened this year. And it is, of course, Livetainment. Okay, I did my first live show on the 19th of January this year. Okay, this year. This is the year of Livetainment, IMO. It lasted 39 minutes and was a great success in that it was my first step into the world of Livetainment. A world that I had created by starting it, right? So it's very chicken eggy. Since that time, I have produced, written, hosted, and succeeded in 39 episodes of the Most Week Show. 39 episodes, not including this one we're living right now. They have an average length of 1 hour, 1 minute, and 31 seconds. Facts. I've also produced, written, hosted, and succeeded in 24 episodes of I Am Smart, the Notme quiz, where I have asked 600 questions and 120 musings. Combined this year, again, not including this episode, I, and to a lesser extent we, have created, this is genuine, almost 72 hours of Livetainment, which is mental. Absolutely mental. Obviously, I deserve a heck of a lot of credit for this. But here's the thing. It's not just me that needs a pat on the back. Oh, Killer Kilch redeemed 2020 memory. 2020 memory. So did I update this right? My best 2020 memory. Oh, I did. Okay. So let's get this. No, the password's right. Right. Let's pop it on the laptop. Here we go. Not now, no. Okay. 2020 memory. And how fitting that it is Killer Kilch asking for this memory. For reasons that shall become apparent. Back in January, when we could still fly, I got to pop over to London with your girl, Sarah Kilch. I then got to virtually fly the latest Virgin plane. A childhood dream of becoming a pilot was realised, and that is from Killer Kilch. And a picture came along with this. Look at that. In a proper plane with proper buttons and dials and big things, very, very exciting. And then it also has that kind of delicious tragedy of becoming a pilot mere months before all flights are grounded. Such a shame. But that's 2020, guys. Come on. There's some good stuff in there. Thank you so much, Killer, for redeeming that and for sharing that. That's wonderful. I hope you thought it was worth spending 150 DOIs to have read to you something that you had previously written. Fingers crossed. But yeah, so I wanted to give some shout outs to some other people, and we have a special place to do that, don't we?
I give props cause though I'm great, there's lots of art I see that's made by artists that are almost but not quite as good as me. I am a giver, super selfless, gather round to see just who will get a most sought after, not me branded. Well done you.
Here we go. Oh, a little sneaky snink there. Well, let's do it then. Because there are people who need well done yous. And one of them is Emma Acton. Little fact here, guys. Emma Acton has won more Snap quests than anyone else. So I think that deserves a round of applause. A well done you, Emma Acton. Well done you. But here's the thing. We've done some Snap quests. We've had a lot of fun with our Snap quests. Absolutely. We've done a lot of Snap quests, a lot of well done yous, a lot of Ask Notmes, a lot of Acolyte Poetry Corners, lots of awesome stuff I've been sent. And we have had an art bet on almost every single episode. But not quite. But we have had a family simile on every episode. 39 adjectives. Lots of creativity. And each week we've had a winner. Which is why I have to say another well done you to Nana Hobob. Because Nana Hobob has won more family similes than anybody else this year. The family simile champagne. If we consult this chart, I did a chart. We can see. So Nana Hobob is. Oh, you can't see it. Nana Hobob is this first one. 5 victories, narrowly pipping Anna Karine into second place. Which, if we know Anna Karine, means that Nana Hobob's probably got something pretty unpleasant coming his way vis-a-vis the dark magics. Definitely Not Duda, Monkey Pixie Rules, TB Douglas, Killer Kilch, Rockin' Solid with 3. Oh, some fire there from Juice. Wonderful. And some yes. Yeah! SJ Beck 72, Juice Dota, Stuart Seaton, The Roblets, Zaddy Shortlegs 96 with 2. Then Gamer Hall, Second Opinion Psychic, Uncool Town, Your Girl Sarah Kilch, Zach Alicious, Emma Acton, Pterodactyl. Rocking in with 1. What's wonderful is I believe pretty much everybody who has watched a Most Week show, pretty much all of the weaklings, have won at least 1. And that's wonderful. That just goes to show the high level of competition. Absolutely. What a goal. What a goal. So well done, Nana Hobob. Although, of course, we can't mention Nana Hobob. We also have to say well done to Nana Hobob and to Definitely Not Duda. Because they both moved home and got engaged this year, which I think deserves a well done you. That's just one man's opinion. I think that deserves a well done you. So well done you to Definitely Not Duda and Nana Hobob. Across both shows, across Most Week Show and I Am Smart, the Not Me quiz, in terms of just sheer dogged support, we also have to go say a thank you and a well done you to TB Douglas. TB has watched every single episode of both shows except for just one. There's only one that TB missed, an episode of I Am Smart, the Not Me quiz. That's incredible. That's dedication. TB even watched an episode of I Am Smart when she was the only person watching. That's bravery. That is bravery. Other people were just, I'm just going to sack it off. TB said, no, I'm dedicated to my self-improvement. I'm going to watch this. It's also a guaranteed victory. Let's not rule that out. TB did win that week by default, but also put in a great show. So well done, TB. In Life Stakes, we also have to say a well done to Emma Acton and Stuart Seaton for producing Life. Yeah? A little weakling baby, which is very impressive. Very, very impressive indeed. So well done, guys. Well done for producing. I mean, a lot of people do it, but still, from a society standpoint, one feels obliged to say well done you for producing Life. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. But then in a wider sense, guys, I also have to say a big well done you to all the weaklings, yeah? And when I say all the weaklings, I mean all the smarties as well. All the weaklings and all the smarties. The absolute biggest well done you goes to you. Everyone who has watched a single Most Week show and a single I Am Smart, I want to say well done you. We're doing Best Memories of 2020. My ones aren't in there. I haven't included mine in there. Oh, your Gareth Sarah Kilch redeemed a 2020 memory. Well, let's do one right now. It's mine. Yeah. Because when I think back of the best memories I have had this year, they're almost all involving sitting in this chair and interacting with you guys. When I think of the moments we've had, when I think of the art that we have created, when I think of the flipping tech issues that we have overcome, internationally recognized sign language, we have overcome together, I feel very proud. Mostly of me, but also partly of you, because you found me early. In the future, when thousands of people are tuning into this show in each and every week-ish, you'll be able to say that you started watching in the very first year. You were watching Notme in those fabled Series 1 and Series 2. That's like saying you saw the Beatles at the Cavern Club, or you took a selfie with a camera that didn't support such actions. So for that, and for much more, I say well done you. Well done you guys. You're clever, you're smart. I'm not going to include that, Sarah, as your memory. You wanted a memory, you're going to get a memory. Yeah, you're going to get a proper one. So let's pop that panel back up, and let's have a look at see what we've got. Again, as usual, we got a lot of responses from celebrities. I'm going to, again, because celebrities are a little bit weird about their identities, so we're going to keep some anonymity. Going to abbreviate one of their names, so you don't really know who it is. But let's have a look. Let's see what we've got. The first time I ignored a FaceTime request from my granny-in-law, knowing she couldn't have me arrested, felt great. Interesting. Well done. And that is from M. Markle. Wonderful. Wonderful. Lots of people getting involved. Lovely, lovely stuff. So we were talking about, obviously we were talking about Emma Acton there, taking that W for winning the most Snap Quests. Here's a question, guys. Can she defend that crown?
I shall give you a task, it will not be that big an ask, but possibilities of us are in to impress. Please take a photo while it all once, all the options you've explored, or just use one you took before and win thy Snap Quest.
Snap Quest! Hark! 'Tis time for a Snap Quest, the time of the show where I turn it over to your art, your photo art, inspired by a prompt word that I gave you, and judge it mercilessly. The prompt word was 2020. We can see it written there in lovely big font. Lovely big font. I'm looking for a summation of the year in a single incendiary image. We got a lot of suggestions here. A lot of submissions. So let's get cracking, shall we? Let's get cracking. Let's get cracking. Let's do this. Is that showing up? No, it's not. That's good. That's good. Boom, Nana Hobbob. Now, Nana was the last to send his Snap Quest in, and so I thought it best to kick off with him. Last in, first out. That's the phrase, isn't it? Now, Nana explains this snap thusly. Here is a picture I took in August at the Portland International Rose Test Garden of the Royal Rosarian statue. The keen-eyed viewer will notice that this statue is wearing a face mask in this picture, which would not usually be featured in an average year. Is the mask a bit of satire, or more of an encouraging reminder? Either way, it definitely says 2020 to me. So he has sent the snap, he has sent the context, he has sent an explanation, which is kind of infringing on my job, but that's fine. So I'll just say that this is outstanding work. To me, it speaks to an awareness that whoever this chap is, the Royal Rosarian, it's a nice title. Whoever this chap is, whatever kind of time he lived in, I think he would have done all right with wearing a mask. Because he was a gentleman, and a gentleman helps out others. Yeah? How do I know that he was a gentleman? The hat and the double-breasted suit jacket, yeah? The signs are there. Clear as day. I'm just reading the snap. Wonderful, wonderful work. Thank you, Nana, for a reminder that civility is a great defense against pandemic. Oh, little, he looks good in the mask too. He really does. He really does. Well done, you mystery gentleman. Next up, we've got Definitely Not Dude. Now, definitely sent in a real killer snap here. Yeah, it was a sneak preview, TB. Just giving you a little something. Now, Duda has sent in this snap, which harkens back to those bad old weeks when I, Soz, created a toilet paper shortage across the entire world with my incredible viral marketing. Do you remember? Do you remember? Definitely remembers. Which adds an element of tragedy to this snap, the knowledge that these toilet rolls that are getting ruined by the rain are such a valuable commodity. They're not just toilet rolls, they are gold. It's like watching paper money being eaten by a confused dog. Plus we have this sign in the background. Fantasy adult video, the kind of videos that only adults can buy, like Die Hard. But the video isn't working. The light on the video isn't working. Which leaves us with fantasy adult, or adult fantasy read a different way. And if you'd said at the beginning of the year that a fantasy that a lot of adults would have is a job lot of toilet paper, you'd have been laughed out of town. But hey, that's 2020. Top-notch work, definitely. Thank you very much. Next up, we've got your girl, Sarah Kilch, who has provided a wonderful snap of a very pertinent street sign, and long-time friend of the show, Sydney. Now, unfortunately, Sydney passed away this year. At the ripe old age of 12, which is obviously going to play a huge part in Sarah's year. But Sarah writes the following as context for the snap. Here we go. When thinking of 2020, and all the time we suddenly found on our hands, I think for me the biggest thing was learning not to be idle. We lost Sydney this year, but the time we had with her was full. That's what 2020 has taught me. To make the most of the moments we have with family, with friends, on our own. Not to fill our lives with busyness that we can do without, but to take meaning from the time we have. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff, isn't it? Do not idle. A powerful message. Take solace in those moments. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Now, if I had a criticism, it would be that the snap is perhaps a little low quality, but luckily the other killer, has provided a snap with similar subject matter. Now look at that. Now that is a dog who is committed to defining the year 2020 on her own terms. That is art. As Killer writes, too much takeaway. Look at all these dogs. Look at all these dogs being willed into the world. Too much takeaway and hiding from the world. At points this year, all we wanted was to shove our heads into a brown paper bag and ignore it all. Especially if that brown paper bag contained Shake Shack food, which is absolutely delicious. Outstanding work there from all three Kilches. But if I may, at this juncture, in light of the episode of retrospectivity, and Sydney's passing, I would like to ask you all to raise your glasses again. I would like to ask you all to raise your glasses again. Please join me in this toast to Sydney. May the treats in heaven remain ever bacon wrapped. Thank you, Sydney, for brightening up the snap quests of our lives. Thank you. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Yeah, we're getting emotional. It's an emotional time, guys. To Sydney. Thank you, definitely. To Sydney. Cheers to Sydney. Absolutely. What a sweetheart. What a sweetheart. Now, next up, we have Anna Karine, whose snap has nothing to do with Sydney, controversially enough. Nothing to do with it. So we're bringing the dogs anyway, so that's good. That's good. Sydney's looking over all of it. Anna Karine entitles this snap, A Tidal Wave of a Year, and doesn't that just sum it all up? The sandy 2020 here is destructive, with the excess sand shoved haphazardly to the side. It is unattractive, with all the mess and the brown. But as with the year itself, this 2020 will be washed away, and will one day be nothing but a faint outline on the beach of life. 2020 hasn't been great, sure. But one day, on Friday, in fact, it will be in our rearview mirror, able to affect, but unable to define our lives moving forward. And that is what Anna Karine is saying with this snap. It's very philosophical, and I love it. So well done, Anna Karine. Thank you very much. Next up, we've got Emma Acton, who dumps all over the competition immediately by curating her snap, taking a fresh one, and not just using a pre-existing snap from the old photo roll. We have firstborn weakling Zach, we have hand sanitizer, we have a face shield, we have toilet rolls, we have either a temperature gun or some kind of ray gun that may have been used to procure said toilet rolls, and we also have a Jungle Book blanket, indicative of all the childhood films that we rewatched in order to block out the horror of the world. What an all-encompassing look at 2020 this is. Absolutely exquisite work here. Work that, arguably, I think there's an argument to be made, certainly, should have won this week. Should it have won? Yeah, arguably. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, Emma has used her child, Emma and Stuart. Let's not take the blame away from the father here. At the end of the day, Emma and Stuart have used their child to win a Snap Quest in the past, and a family simile already. And at some point, I need to draw the line. I need to draw the line to say, hey, you can't just throw your baby in something and expect it to win. And guess what, guys? The line is here. The line is here, okay? So this is outstanding snappage, Emma. But no cigar this time, I'm afraid, okay? Pay the child, says Killer Kilch. Absolutely. I imagine that this child has not received a penny for its fine work being done here. Stuff but fair. Stuff but fair. The winner instead is someone who has sought nothing but positivity. Thank you very much, Sarah Kilch. Absolutely. That's, it's tough being the referee. The referees are the unsung heroes of sports. That's my opinion. The winner is somebody who has sought nothing but positivity with their snap. Someone who has looked to capture the end of, for many, the worst non-COVID thing on the planet. Now, TB has gone for the US election that told the world, hey, America's not that stupid, okay? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, but you ain't going to fool me again, okay? With COVID still rolling on as we speak, the world looked to another bad thing that was easier to vaccinate against, and came up with Donald Trump. Now, there is a strong argument to be made that his rise to power was artistic, with the golden escalators and the lies and the many misspellings and such. But ultimately, it was art that people didn't like, okay? Art that people didn't like and wanted a refund on. And so, for a brief moment, the world was largely united in joy. And that didn't happen a lot this year. As TB writes, this was a wonderful bright spot in a tough year. It feels like it represents a new day and hopefully a turning point. For me, this makes me excited to get into 2021 and feel more positive about the future. And it's that kind of positivity, TB, that earns you the W. So well done. Well done. But thank you to all of the acolytes who submitted their art and completed their quest. If you've been inspired to engage with the next Snap Quest, that's spectacular news. I'm sure you're going to do fantastically. Simply take a snap inspired by the word smiley. Now, the two eyes and the smiley is an iconic image, but what I'm curious about and excited about is what you guys can do with it. What will it be made from? Where will you find it? Yeah? Smiley. It's going to be exciting. So take that snap, email it to me. Email it to me at, I didn't even have the email up on this. Email it to me at iamnotme@gmail.com and we'll explore them next time on SnapQuest. Wonderful stuff. Back to main. Gosh, look at all of this. Look at all of this engagement from people. People getting on board. I knew you could say it so poetically, I am not me, I am art. I'm just interpreting what you're giving me, Anna Karine. I'm reading it and I'm processing it. That's what I do. It's what I do. Don't upset the masses, not me. Hey, sometimes, as we said, being the referee, it's a thankless task, but someone's got to do it, guys. Someone's got to do it. Killer Kilch helps to sleep with the artist, I guess. Ooh, TB. The person who took that photo? Or the person who wrote the article? Jonathan Martin and Alexander Burns. TB. Uh-oh. Anna Karine has redeemed a 16-second, a chill, a dance, a party. And that is just wonderful news. That's just wonderful news. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get there. 1, 2, 3, chill. Thank you. Yep. Open that up. Yep. Open that up. Here we go. Oh, some cool cats. Where's the phone? Where's my phone? There's my phone. Let's control the thing. Some sea monsters and stuff. I mean, it's a part of the show that I think a lot of people look forward to. And I'm fine with that. Because what I like to think is that when you guys are asking me to dance, it's just because you guys want to dance. It's just because you guys want to dance. No, that's not the right one. Scene mode. Ah. Wait, are we doing? I think we're doing it. I think this should work. I think this should work. So let's just do it. Yeah, you guys are ready. You guys are dancing. Yeah, you guys are dancing. Yeah. Oh, it's just... Look at all this. These cool cats are back. Wonderful. We're all cool cats when we're having a little 16-second chill dance party. Thank you very much, Sarah Kilch, for prompting that. Wonderful. What a show so far. Out of 10? Thoughts? 10, right? Gosh, it's 9:49 already. I thought that this one was going to be a lot shorter than last week's episode, but it seems like maybe not. Killer Kilch redeemed a 22. Gosh, everybody's redeeming things. That's very exciting. So let's start with the left panel. My best 2020 memory. Here we go. My best 2020 memory. When I left my former team that I never felt comfortable on and joined the winning team. No more backstabbing, emotional manipulation, or callousness for me. And that's from Elliot P. So well done, Elliot. Thank you very much for submitting your request. Write a haiku. Nana Hobble, what am I writing a haiku about? Dude, give me a subject. And I'll get the haiku going. Oh, it's Anna Karine for the 16-second chill dance party. Apologies. Well, Nana, whenever you want, just drop a subject for the haiku, and I'll get that going. Let's get something going. Won't you please let me present some stuff that I've been sent? Yeah. So it was Christmas the other day. As has been discussed. We saw Megan the Frog as Second Opinion get me that wonderful lighting rig for Christmas on the last episode, which was a week ago, fact fans. Renewal. I like that, Nana Hubbub. I'll get on that. Renewal. And I'll remember to share it, unlike last time with Sarah Kilch. Apologies for that again, Sarah. The Christmas special was just 7 days ago. Isn't Christmas time weird? Anyway, I got sent something else by an anonymous weakling that is coming in very handy right now. See, that Snap Quest that we just did was the last bit of entirely original content on this entire show. Everything from here on out is a rerun. And some people might say that's boring. Stupid people? Absolutely. But people who might stumble upon this show and people who might have a few bits in their pocket and might want to give them to me, might say, hey, this guy deserves a few bits, which means I need to keep them on side, guys. Okay, stupid people's bits are worth just as much as clever people's bits. Okay, let's not forget that. But luckily, I have something I can jazz up the rest of the show with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you the 16-second chill dance party music as a bonus, as an added bonus, while I go and get this thing. Okay? And I'm going to do the lights as well. Oh. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Is this not the most beautiful thing you have ever seen? Right? Let's turn this up for a second. Just for a second. Just so we can see the full majesty. Oh yeah. It goes all the way around the back. All the way around the back. So now, granted, this is more of a quiz show vibe, of course, which means that it will be used on I Am Smart mainly, but we're not having another I Am Smart until next year, and so I just had to give it out a run. Okay, so here we are. And I thought this would just jazz it up a little bit. The snaz granted to me by this jacket, I don't agree with those emotes for this jacket. I don't think those are I think that's poor emote work, the Roblets. I hate to criticize, but come on. Some kind of weird cheese face for this? No, thank you. Let's just run the clock back to replay a segment that I had a lot of fun doing, guys. I had a lot of fun doing. And we was always, that's a bit better. Quiz show vibes. I was a little bit upset that we only did once. So I thought this was the perfect excuse to play again. So let's play it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play Jesus or Jesus. Jesus or Jesus. With the new fancy jacket. With the new fancy jacket. Now, for those of you who weren't here for episode... Which episode was it? It was a while back. It was a while back, let me tell you. It was... Jesus or Jesus. So this was from episode 11, way back on the 12th of April, 2020, where we played Jesus or Jesus. Oh, Purple Flames! Purple Flames, Anna Karine. That's wonderful. Oh, let's have more of them. So this is a very, very simple, very, very simple game. I'm going to give you 7 statements here, guys. 7 statements. How many? 7? That's many. 7 statements. You have and they will relate to either purple hearts. There we go, Roblets. There we go, Roblets. The cat and the purple hearts, much better work. See, I encouraged you to get there, and I'm proud of myself. I'm going to give you 7 statements. It's either going to be true for Jesus, or Jesus, or both. Jesus, Jesus, or both. So now you have some options. You can either write Jesus, or Jesus, or both, or, bearing in mind that Jesus and Jesus are the same word, if you want to get more specific, you can write dog, or God, or both. Dog, or God, or both. It's a very simple game. Just pop it in the chat, and we'll go through them. Okay? Are we ready to play Jesus or Jesus? With the fancy jacket. God, look at how it pops under the light. That's worked out even better than I was expecting. The Roblets, all the way. Let's do it. Jesus or Jesus? Statement number 1. Able to raise the dead. Is that Jesus? Is that Jesus? Or is that both? Or is that God? Or is that dog? Or is that both? Get it in the chat. Or, as Justo says, absolutely, cross or little dog emoji. Killer Kilch controversially going for neither, which is not one of the options. But that's fair enough. A lot of people going for God. Most people going for God. Nana Hobob going for dog. Fair enough. That is, in fact, Jesus. So that is God. So well done you for getting that one, guys. Well done you for getting that one. Statement number 2. Is a follower. Is that God, dog, or both? God, dog, or both? Obviously, it's going to be difficult for me to really discern which answers are for which question, but it's just for fun. It's not for money. It's not for money, guys. It's just for fun. It's just for fun. Dog, doggo. Okay. Dog. Is it juice? TB goes to dog. Okay. Dog, even though they're really leaders. Well, interestingly, no, it is Jesus, because Jesus is a follower. He's not one for the front of the queue, guys. He's not one for the front of the queue. I suppose he kind of leads by example, I suppose. But generally speaking, he looks to follow. He's not a decision maker. He just wants to go along for the ride, yeah? Next statement. Good at carpentry. Good at carpentry. Both Notme and God are respected. I am very respected. The Roblets, absolutely. And God is as well. I mean, if we're taking Jesus to be a follower of God, I suppose, yeah. But really, he's a leader. Jesus is, a lot of people behind him, yeah. God, good at carpentry. God, a lot of people going for God. Yeah, that's Jesus. That's Jesus. Very good at carpentry. Jesus, not really interested in. Not really interested in this kind of hard materials, more kind of soft material type things, yeah. Has 2 dads. God, dog, or both. We should have some music to it, shouldn't it? Let's see if we can find some music. Now we're going for God. God. It's actually both. Jesus has Joseph and God, and Jesus has me, his father, but biologically he's got a different dad. He's got a different dad somewhere. I don't know where he is. Didn't want to stick around, but Jesus thankfully has made something of his life with a great role model. He's found his second dad, and it's really working out well for him. Has a snaggletooth. Now, if you're paying attention in the chat, Juice Dota did kind of make reference to a snaggletooth, but which one was he referring to? Was he referring to Jesus' snaggletooth, Jesus' snaggletooth, or maybe both? Oh, did we have a robot? Did we have a robot? Oh no, this might just if it's Pretzel Rocks, it's just telling you what the music is that I'm playing, so I don't have to pay for it. But I appreciate you jumping on that, both Juice and Anna Karine, absolutely. Killer Kilch, what about Cameraman George? 3 dads. Yeah, Cameraman George more of like an uncle, more of like a fun uncle, I suppose. Happy to renege on some of the responsibilities of being a father. But yeah, I mean maybe. Jesus would go to him for certain topics that he wouldn't feel comfortable talking to me. That's fine. That's fair. That's fair enough. That's fine. That's fine, guys. No. Please don't. Yeah, it's a good robot. Good robot. Absolutely. So has a snaggletooth is Jesus. Yeah, you can see it there. Just on the side. Just a little snaggletooth. there. Doesn't like wearing shoes. Cameraman George, he does come to me often. Oh, does he, Cameraman George? I'm not sure I entirely like that. Often. Juice is going for both. Anna Karine going for both. SJPEX72 going for both. Roblet's going for dog. Killer Kilch going for dog. TB Douglas going for both. It is both. Jesus, I've tried to put some shoes on him before, and he has just kicked them off. Doesn't like wearing them. And I'm like, dude, these are here to protect your paws. And he's like, don't care, get rid. And of course, Jesus favoured the sandal more than the shoe. Never seen Jesus in a pair of closed-toed shoes. So that's both of them. Loves eating bacon. Is this the last? No, this is almost the last. This is the penultimate question. Loves eating bacon. Who loves eating bacon? God, dog, or both? Robert's going for dog. SJBEC72 going for dog. Juice Dirty going for dog. Dog, yeah, absolutely. There's consensus on this one. Anna Karine going for God. No, in fact, it is Jesus, because Jesus was Jewish. And Jewish people not digging on the bacon. Not digging on the bacon. You meant dog. Oh, yeah. Well, we all meant the right answer, didn't we, Anna Karine, after the fact? Come on, that's too easy. You're better than that. Just use your Wiccan powers to turn back time. And the final question. Oh, no, that was the last one. That was the last question. Just Jesus or Jesus. Wasn't that a fun game? The depiction of Jesus, I believe in, has a snaggletooth and an affinity for Jordans. Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Nana Hobbob. I would say that isn't canon. That isn't part of the historical reality of Jesus Christ, the God. But hey, the benefit of God is that you just believe in whatever you want to believe in. That's the joy of it. So that was Jesus or Jesus. I had a great time with it, and I'm sure you did too. So now we're going to go for another look back at 2020, guys. Right the way back to the very first episode. I showed a video that was amazing. But with it being the first episode, it wasn't watched by that many people, so I thought I'd give it another run out here. Nice kind of security to the, topping and tailing of the year. It's technically supposed to be shown in January, but we're close enough now, I think. I think you can forgive me on that. So whilst this is not a world premiere, please still enjoy Midnight Walk.
Waking from a nap that I started at 3. It's so dark outside, I can barely see. And Jesus, in all likelihood, needs a wee. Time for a
Midnight Walk.
Jesus pees quick, it's all going to plan. We own the night like Robin and Batman. And of course it's cold, it's the middle of January.
Midnight Walk.
I love the coloured lights on the power station, or maybe it's a warning about radiation. If I get superpowers, hope it's levitation. Heroic
Midnight Walk.
Should I ask this girl in front on a date? Although, what's her story? Why is she walking so late? Is she more likely my murderer or my soulmate? Romantic
Midnight Walk.
The lights in the park give a touch of class. String after string of luminous glass, lighting up a hobo throwing up on the grass. Disgusting.
Midnight Walk.
But then I realized that my head's in a mix. January fooled me, I fell for its tricks. According to the clock, it's only 6:30. It's not a
Midnight Walk.
In my defense, it really looks like midnight, okay? So you can stop giving me the silent treatment. There we go. Say It Live is ready. That's good. What an incredible jam. Absolutely. Justo says this is a jam. I agree. Needed to be seen by more people than it was. That's why I wanted to renew it here. Really enjoying the glamorous footage of Jesus here from Nana. Absolutely. Absolutely, Nana. A real good situation there. A lot of slow-mo. It's the slow-mo, but interestingly for that, and given some insider secrets, it's the slow-mo, but it's also the kind of the trail effect that's placed on it. So it's kind of, you're seeing where it's going. Really, really nice stuff. And Anna Corrine makes a very good point. The pink elephant car wash sign that was featured prominently there, now in a museum. So that makes that Midnight Walk video a historical document now. It is a historical document. An historical document, if you want to be, it will move to Mohai. Yeah, so it's in a museum. In a museum, which is such a shame, because that's, I just flipping love neon. I flipping love neon, guys. That's the kind of person I am. Can't do nothing about it. So, what have we got? Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, it's after 10 already, but I think you're going to stick around for this.
Art bet! To challenge yourself is artistic. Art bet! I'll give you options you can pick. Art bet! Take a guess, see if you won. Art bet! It's not for money, just for fun. Art bet!
Here we go. Oh, no. There we go. No. There we go. Gosh. It is in fact Art Bet, yes. It is in fact Art Bet. And as we mentioned before, it's going to be a redo of one in the past. You guys voted inconclusively last week, which is very helpful for me. So thank you very much for that, guys. Not getting any kind of consensus. But still, I made it work. So I'm going to pass it over to you. No, that's going to show up, isn't it? Never mind. Yep, it's just going to have to do that. So over to you, Notme. You freshly baked mince pie of a man. What have you got for us?
Thanks, Notme. Today's art challenge will be, as previously mentioned, a rerun of a previous art challenge from earlier in the year. There were several art challenges that got a lot of support, which was lovely to see, including The Fadge Eater, The M&Ms of Destiny,
The penultimate one is kind of a half one. Controversy. We have a half M&M. Inception. Unbelievable, says Nana. Absolutely. Yeah, Blue, of course we do. What do we do, guys? What do we do?
and The Jesus Garden Hunt.
Where is it? Is it over here? Is it over here?
Memories.
Where is it?
But the one that won out, partly because I enjoyed it so much, was The Iconic People.
Michael Jordan, yes! And who is this? Who is this? 10 seconds!
Which means, yes, that's right, this is a live art challenge for you, the weaklings.
Ooh!
In order to mix it up a little bit, and so it isn't just a carbon copy of the previous one, which might end up being a little bit unsatisfying, and of course also to make sure that I didn't have to draw anything because I'm tired because it's Christmas, I bought this. It's a game that is, well, pretty much the same basic gist as the one that I came up with, but I came up with it before I saw this, which means you can't have a go at me for stealing ideas. You have to identify 18 different celebrities in 3 minutes in order to equal the triumph of your previous one. That's your art challenge. Your art bet is very simply, how well do you think you will do? Back to you, not me.
So here we go. Here we go. Absolutely. A lot of people, a lot of wonderful memories there, weren't there? A lot of wonderful, wonderful memories. All great art bets, says Stuart Seaton, and I agree with that. Can you mix them all into one mega art bed? I did consider that. But then it was getting too complicated. And like I say, it is Christmas week. So I did need to set aside quite a lot of time for eating. What an art bet year, says Killer Kilch. And I think if we can just sum up this whole episode in one statement, it's that. That's wonderful. That's lovely stuff. Can you make your choices yet? No, because you don't know everything. So let's have some things to consider, shall we, guys? Things to consider. Thing number one, please. You have 3 minutes to identify as many icons as possible. I'm going to give you some icons. You need to identify as many of them as possible in 3 minutes. Thing number 2. Okay, so these will all be, unlike the last time, these will all be actors in iconic roles that they have taken. Okay, so it's going to be a cartoon image, a caricature of sorts of an actor in an iconic role. I will accept either the character name, because that is trickier, or if you don't know the character name, the actor and the film title. Okay, so the actor and the film title is obviously going to take longer to type. So if you can, just type the character name. And again, as soon as I see that in the chat, I'll move on. So you all need to be writing here. You all need to be supporting each other. Last week with the guessing the thing and the thing, maybe didn't work so well because it was individual people. This is everybody at once, piling on. So you all need to be just jacked up. If you have any coffee or Coca-Cola nearby, or Pepsi-Cola, or any kind of cola, or any, kind of caffeine pills, anything with guarana, take it now, drink it now, because we're going to be definitely not as jacked up. Of course you are, just jacked up on hardcore rock and roll. And then thing to consider, number 3. If 5 people say skip in the chat, we're going to skip that one and we'll return to it at the end. Okay, so this is to change it up again. If you want to skip, you can skip. I'm going to need to see 5 skips in the chat in order to do it. Because if you say skip and somebody else gets it, then obviously we don't need to skip. But if I see 5 skips in the chat between the last answer and this one, we're going to skip. Okay? And we have 18 of these things. 18 of these things. Are you excited? Because I'm excited, guys. I'm ready for this. So let's get rid of... Oh no, we need the things, don't we? Gosh. We need the things, gosh. Let's get our options. Options 8. Nana Hobbob, that's a great question. Can one person provide the actor name and another provide the film? What do we say? No, because I want to reward the people who know the character names. Okay, so you will have to, if you know the actor but not the film, you're just going to have to keep stum. If you know the film but not the actor, you're going to have to keep stum. If you know the character name, get in there, because we're going to need you. We're going to need your speedy typing fingers. Look at everybody's confidence. Good Lord. Killer Kilch, E. Juice Dota, E. Definitely not Duda, E. You girl Sarah Kilch, C. Nana Hobbob, E. TB Douglas, E. Stuart Seaton, E. Annika Ryan, E. Gosh. This kind of confidence, guys, is going to get you through. That's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stuff. So let's get rid of the actual bet. Let's go into the thing. We've got it's live because you can see the spangly jacket. SJBX72, E. Here we go, weaklings, absolutely. Gosh. The tension. Let's just pop that music up a little bit louder. You've got this. You can do it. You did it before, guys. Although you did do it before with perhaps slightly better drawings because they were done by me. So if you can't complete it all, I would say that clearly means that I am the better artiste. One man's opinion. Okay. So let's get... Where's the timer? There's the timer. B, C, D, and E in this house. Gosh, there's a lot of people watching at the Roberts house. Well, good luck to all of you. If you said B, that's maybe a little bit pessimistic, but still, I appreciate the support. I appreciate the engagement. Woo, let's do this. Who is that? This one can just be the character name because that is the title of the film as well. Spoiler. Maleficent, yes! Character name or actor and film. Character name or actor and film. Come on, guys! Soundtracks to Pulp Fiction. Yes, well done. Who's that? Jules Winfield was the character name. Fact fans. Skip. Nicole Kidman and Moulin Rouge. Well done. Who's that? Marty McFly. Yes. I'm guessing this is going to be actor and film, unless somebody's very down with their weepy 80s rom-coms. Any Swayze heads out there? Skips as Nana Hobob. Demi Moore Ghost TV. Well done. Who's this fella? Who's this fella? Wow, TB really saved the day with that one. A lot of skips coming through for that, but Don Corleone, yes! Who's that? Ooh. Charlie Theron. Whoa! Nana Hobob straight in with the character name there. Who's this? Who's this? Derek Zoolander, yes! Who's this? Trinity, yes! Who's this? It's so tense. It's so tense. Travis Taxi Driver, I'll take it. I'll take it. Ten, 8, 7, 6, 5. Grilla DeVille, yes. I will accept. Call sign. Wow. Wow. Cruise Top Gun. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one, guys. I'll give you that one. Maverick. Yeah. Good job, killer. I'll give you that one. So, spoiler alert. We did not quite get to the end. We did not quite get to the end. But you know what, guys? I remain incredibly proud of you. Shall we count them up? Let's count them up. Let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Definitely not due to drawings were way better. Absolutely. So what was that in terms of 12? See, Sarah Kilch. Stream delay was not working in our favor this time. Absolutely not. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know whether there were technical issues. But I mean, I still feel jacked up. Does anyone else feel jacked up? That was wonderful. That was wonderful. Yeah, that did seem to be a little slower this time than last time, but still, that's the benefit of art bets. And if any of you guys are doing an art bet next year, as I hope you will be, I hope we're going to find a way to get weekling-specific art bets, or art challenges rather. You did as well as you did, which means you succeeded. Yeah? That's what we need to focus on. You succeeded. Our chat was paused, says Roblets. Well, yeah, that's going to make it trickier. That's going to make it trickier. Yeah, I won't lie to you. That's going to make it trickier. But well done, everybody. Well done, everybody. Let's get back to Maine. Oh, it's all just fun, isn't it? It's all just fun. What have we got next? Oh, of course. Of course. Let's hide that. Let's do this. Got a lot of fantastic family simile suggestions here. Just going to go through them nice and quick. Because we are, gosh, it's 20 past. Killer Kilcher is reflective as a frozen lake picked up by a flock of geese and moved to a warmer climate. So the lake has frozen around the geese, and they have, around their bottoms, and yet they have still been able to fly to move the lake to that's a wonderful image. That sounds like something out of a Studio Ghibli film. That's a wonderful, Killer. Thank you. Your girl Sarah Kilcher is reflective as a disco ball at Studio 54. What I like about that one is that if you just said it was reflective as a disco ball, that'd be fine. Yeah, it's pretty reflective. But you're specifying which one. Now, I don't know whether that one was particularly reflective, but the specificity is what cheers me in that one. That's wonderful. That's lovely stuff. The Roblets, as reflective as glass Christmas pizza. You're always bringing it, Roblets. You're always bringing it in terms of really some wacky out there ideas. And I respect the heck out of it. A glass Christmas pizza. That's crazy, but wonderful. Emma Acton is reflective as cat's eyes on a dark, gloomy road. Absolutely. Both the real cat's eyes and the fictional cat's eyes that guide drivers. It's practical. Sometimes art can be practical. Nana Hobob as reflective as an echo chamber. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's good. Reflective doesn't necessarily mean vision. Can mean sonically, which again, Nana Hobob just broadening our understanding of what these family similes can be. Definitely not Duda as reflective as I used to be sitting in the back seat staring out the window of the family car on long drives. Gosh, isn't that cinematic? Just watching the trees go by, possibly doing that thing with your hand out the, interacting with the wind as the car drives along. That's wonderful. Again, cinematic, which is just... Anna Karine is reflective as a teenager turning to the all-knowing magic 8-ball for answers. Oh, doesn't just need to be teenagers, does it? Doesn't just need to be teenagers. It can be us in here. Let's see if we can... win this week's family simile. 100%. Well, that kind of backfired because you haven't won, Anna Karine. I apologise for that, but that's... where's that frog coming from? When did that frog happen? Gosh, this is all gone a bit strange. But yeah, you can use the 8-ball in the chat. Why not? I mean, you can't use it for another 50 seconds now, but still. Juice Doter is reflective as Notme sunglasses. Absolutely, because I want this show to be reflective of you guys. I want you guys to be able to see yourselves. Actually, well, we'll do that in a second. Which means that the winner of this week's family simile, and very well deserved, Stuart Seaton, as reflective as wearing a suit of tin foil in a hall of mirrors. Just a lot of competing ideas in that. A lot of competing ideas. And I'm really excited about it. That's wonderful stuff. And what I like about this is that it's showing that Stuart is saying, okay, so I'm not just going to... I can't rely on my son to get the victories in these Most Week Show competitions. I can't just rely on my child. So I'm just going to have to kick this into gear. And he did it, and he's won, and it's paid off. Yeah? So those of you being, you're being too harsh on them earlier when you didn't win the Snap Quest, this is the result. This is the result. You're welcome. Absolutely. SJBeck72, mind-bending. Absolutely. I'm going to try something, because just before we go, because I'm not sure whether it's necessarily going to work. No, see, it doesn't work, does it? That's supposed to be the... Oh, no, it does work. Oh, it only works once I'm on the thing. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. But that looks pretty good, huh? So now we can see what everybody's saying. Awesome stuff. That's good. I'll need to remember that for another time. Oh, but that only shows up for a few seconds. Okay. Good to know. Always good just to be doing these little, sweet feature. It is a sweet feature, yeah. Pretty sweet. Let's go home art. Because we've run it to the end. Before the 3rd of January 2021. 2021 is next week. You could write a poem about 2021. About 2021. What are your hopes? What are your dreams? What are you expecting? What are you wanting from 2021? Tell me in verse. Tell me with your words, with your word art. We'll go through them next week. It's going to be great. Create a vision of Notme. Now, I'm very excited that next week and the week after, we have visions of Notme ready to go. Thanks to Gamer Hall and Anna Karine, have provided some wonderful ones. I didn't do one on this Friday just gone because it was Christmas Day. And I thought, well, my Christmas card is going to be my vision of Notme. But next week and the week after, we're already locked in. But there's plenty more Fridays in 2021, guys. So let's get some visions of Notme going. And also tell me your resolutions. Tell me your resolutions. And that will be the seasonal reading next week, as the favourite memories of 2020 were this week. Only Killer Kilch sent in, of the weaklings, sent in a favourite memory of 2020. Don't let that happen again. Don't let that happen again. I want to hear your resolutions. I want to hear your resolutions for next year. Also, very, very quickly, I just wanted to go through the upcoming schedule for Livetainment. So next week we have got the Most Week show. It's going to be the 2021 preview. It's going to be very, very exciting. Then I'm off for a week for the Most Week show. I'm also off for a couple of weeks for the quiz. So the next I Am Smart quiz is going to be the 12th of January. But then on the 12th of January, we're kicking into a solid 2 weeks of I Am Smart on Tuesday, Most Week show on Sunday. Then on the 19th, I Am Smart on Tuesday, 24th is the Most Week show. Then I'm having an interval. So the Series 2 of the Most Week show will be 12 episodes long. So it's going to be a shorter one. There's some fun life things that are happening with your humble fabulist at that point, which we'll talk about at a later date. But then we will be going on an interval for a month, maybe a little bit more. But we're going to go through that. We're going to learn all about it. I just didn't want you guys to feel that I was springing it on you. So we've got a wonderful January of Livetainment. If you're smart, if you're really clever, you'll watch all of these 5, okay? And then we'll be off for a month and you'll have lots of more memories to be able to think of me by. So that's what's happening upcoming. 3rd, 12th, 17th, 19th, 24th. And then we're going to be off for a little bit because of some very exciting things. And that's it. Wow. That is it. Another transformative episode over, I think you'll agree. 2020 is now almost officially done, so let's look forward to 2021 with next week's episode. Thank you all very much for watching, for engaging, for making this, I think, the best episode I've ever created. Well done, Sarah Kilch, for winning the art bet. Well done, Stuart Seaton, for winning the family simile. Well done, TV Douglas, for winning the Snap Quest. It's been, as I say, an absolutely incredible 2020 in terms of Livetainment. We've done some incredible things, and I'm really excited all the amazing things we're going to be doing in 2021. The 2021 Retrospectacular is going to be, oh my gosh. Think of all the things. Think of another incredible year of art bets that we're going to go through. It's going to be wonderful. It's wonderful. I am Notme. I am Art, and I'm wishing you all a very happy, a very celebratory, have a lovely, fantastic New Year's Eve, whatever you end up doing, and a very creative week ahead. All the best, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you next time. So Jesus comes to you a lot, does he? Cameraman George. It's interesting that you never mentioned that to me. What's fake Uncle Dog confidentiality?
What a great show we all made just now. It was creative, live and divine. You did wonderful work, so go and take a bow. Just a slightly smaller bow than mine. So I'll see you right here next week, same time. What will happen? Gosh, I just don't know. But I can promise you this, I'm going to blow your mind next week on the Most Week show.